This is me, your boy La Prima La Placavera, and I'm with
Prankster.
oh Krinkusta. Yeah. So obviously we're to the Forest Academia cast, and I think what we're going to be doing going forward is doing reviews on a few games that we get early access to, or games that we just generally like. And today it's Watch Dogs Legion.
A big thank you to Nesaga and the Nerdcast.
Yeah, and Ubisoft as well. I mean, thanks guys.
Obviously a big thanks and a shout out to Ubisoft for giving us a review copy of the game.
So let's just jump into the plot and give you guys a bit of a plot summary. So you are DedSec, you are the London branch of DedSec. Those of you that played previous Watch Dogs games, it is obviously that's the hacker group you're part of. So we're part of the London branch, and you're tasked with, at the beginning, defusing some bombs and a terrorist plot against Parliament. So you get there, you defuse the bombs, and you find that's kind of like a double kind of terrorism plot, and they're out there to get you, DedSec, and that's day zero of the hacker group as well. So you're set up as, you're framed, they raid your base, they basically destroy your whole team, and Watch Dogs Legion starts from there.
There's a lot of content, and it takes a long time to load. I guess with everything that's in the game, it needs quite a bit of time to sort itself out. Presentation-wise, it looked pretty good. The UI is clear, sound was fine. The intros I could hear clearly. I knew what to do from the tutorial. It was quite easy, straightforward. What I will say though is that I did come across a couple glitches.
Yeah, I know. Very buggy.
Very, very early on. So, I mean, even in the tutorial stage, came across an occasion where I did a sneak attack on someone, and he's completely clipped through a wall and then clipped straight back out, and it's just
put man through a wall.
What I will say though is that with updates and with the next gen versions, it'll be interesting to see what kind of changes are made.
Overall, was a bit buggy. I experienced some bugs in certain missions, but the game looks good.
You got to play this on a PS4 Pro at the minimum, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like the quality of the game in terms of graphics and the current loading times is probably built for like an optimized console. So I'm looking forward to the PS5 rollout of it. Story seems good so far. I feel like based on our current setting, and especially with this pandemic that we're in now, the idea of kind of like cyber terrorism being a big thing is something that's interesting, especially going forward into the future. The idea of being a part of a hacker group and like kind of like a vigilante hacker group is also interesting. I feel like they do well to patch up enough of the story and make it seem like it's an isolated story, so you don't have to play Watch Dogs 1 or 2. Obviously there is some sort of minor treads through 1 and 2, but it's not like life-changing if you don't have that background. So the story-wise seems good, but the thing that lets the story down in terms of creating that immersion is the voice acting.
Now, I'd heard small things about the voice acting, and at first, I mean, for the most part, voice acting doesn't generally bother me too much. I can still get through a game quite well, even with, shoddy voice acting.
But fantasy games have a lot of those there.
Yeah, there's loads. But I think one thing to remember in this respect is that most of the time, we're not getting games with many British accents. Usually when we get Brits in a video game, they tend to be caricatures. And so having an exaggerated accent is something that we would just accept. You get like your kind of villainous English accent, or your upper class, uppity English accent, and we can deal with that. But when we're playing a game where there's different types of British people, it can be very easy for us as Brits, especially as the Londoners, to get lost in the accent.
But listen, hey, you're in trouble. Also, I'm here to help. Also, you're in trouble.
What do you mean?
Yeah, the thing is, you're sort of pissed off Clan Kelly by winning that fight, and now they want to murder you. We did stop one of their murderers, but they kind of have more coming. So, yeah.
Ha! I've been craving a little street fight.
I think what I would say is, if you're a fan of Watch Dogs, buy it. I'd say ignore this review, buy it. If you're happy with the first game and maybe you somehow are happy with the second game, you'll love this game. If you're a fan of exploration and do like maps and, you know, sandbox adventure, I'd say definitely get this game. If you're someone who kind of likes the more linear, traditional route, maybe you like games more in the vein of The Last of Us, then I'd probably say wait on it. For the most part, if I was to give it, let's say if I was to give it a score based on day one, bear in mind there's still lots for me and for Prime to explore. I'd probably give it about 6.5.
Keep an eye out for those guys. I think, you know, that's the best from us. We're going to wrap up there, guys.
Yeah, no, we're good. Until the next review.
Cool, guys. Stay safe, stay scheming, stay show, stay bright. Now, joking, we out, man. That's it from the Foyers Academia team. Watch out for our next review.